About 15 or 20 years ago, my wife called me from a garage sale asking if I wanted a computer called an Osborne Executive. Said it was 20 bucks, so she thought it was kind of expensive, but it still had the box. You can probably guess how quickly I said yes, bring it. As you can see, this box is in fairly good shape. What you can't see is on the back side here, this box made a cat very happy at some point. It is literally shredded. I'll try to get a shot of that later on. So, opening up the flaps, inside is a flat pack. I will take this to the bench and show it to you there. Got the original documents pack, which says important documents enclosed. Read carefully. Seal is still in the center. Under the flap here, I think this is the original power cable, but I could be wrong. I had a cable that came with this, but I had this on display in my showroom at the office, and so it's possible this got mixed up with a different one. Here we have the Osborne Executive Reference Guide, and its shrink wrap is a little torn here, but other than that it's complete. I was able to find this online, and if I can, I will link to it. And here we have the Executive Guides Volume 0, the Beginner's Guide. And it's just got a thin book on it, and it's got this binder that is full of discs that I would love to get my hands on. But being that this is original sealed, I obviously don't want to open that. I will see about getting all these discs online. I do have a list of the contents, so I should be able to get them and create them all. A number of them I have copies of. Finally in this package is the Osborne Executive Guides. Now, don't we wish things came with documentation nowadays? This comes with these 4 books in addition to the ones we've had a look at. Mastering the Osborne Executive, working with text and spreadsheets, managing information with Personal Perl, I don't think that's the Perl programming language, and Volume 4, Operating Systems. Again, this is all in the original shrink wrap. So getting this out of here might be a little bit of a trick at this angle, but we open these up. And there is the computer. I really do like the packaging. They don't really do it like that anymore, I don't think. And as you can see right here, some kitty was just thrilled with this. Holy cow, this thing is heavy. At over 28 pounds, this would not fit today's definition of portable. More like luggable. Little cover here. That's where the power cord goes. Power connection there. A little handheld action here. See it. Keyboard connects there. 2 floppy drives, half height, so big improvement over the Osborne original, Osborne 1. Floppy storage, 7-inch monitor, so a little bit bigger monitor than the original had. Power switch here, just the brightness and contrast here. I was thinking about powering it up right now, however, you know, RIFA caps are going to explode and make a stinky mess, and I'm sure that that would go over real well. So let's take a look inside and see what the power supply looks like. Here. This fan has a foam filter that's broken down and is crumbling, so let's get it out of there. The Osborne Executive has an interesting and even a bit of a sordid history. In early 1983, Osborne Computer Corporation began publicity of the Osborne Executive as a replacement for the Osborne I. Among its improvements, the Executive had double the RAM and a larger screen that did not require scrolling for an 80-character display, which was the Achilles heel of the Osborne I. Unfortunately, this led to a massive decrease in Osborne I sales, as customers waited for the new machine. This contributed to their eventual bankruptcy, which is now infamous in business circles as the Osborne Effect. That's the fan. This thing is spotless clean. I don't know how much it was ever used. Okay, here's the main board. It was looking gorgeous. Got a Z80 there. 6116 RAMs. It's a lot of 6116s. This thing looks pristine. Do have a few electrolytics on here, not many. It's got this metal shield. Assume that's for RF. And then it has an insulator. And when I pulled the insulator out, it looked very familiar. So I don't know if this came out of the factory this way, but we have a SMED number 153L, half of a file folder. Looking in here, boy, this thing looks brand spanking new. At first glance, I don't see any signs of corrosion whatsoever on here. This just looks beautiful. The interior of the case is coated with a metallized paint. It sure beats a cardboard RF shield. April 19th, 1983. There we have it. That's what we're after right there, is the power supply. So you have AC RIFA cap there, and there, so I'm going to need to get 3 of those. RIFA caps are paper-based capacitors that tend to fail in a spectacular manner. The outer shell cracks with age and the paper can absorb moisture over time. When energized, they tend to fail within a few minutes with a loud pop and a spectacular amount of smoke. I decided to go ahead and remove the caps. I've ordered replacements and should get them within a few weeks. Now that the RIFA Madness has been removed, and this was filmed on 420 no less, we will reassemble everything in the reverse order. I do love that one of these caps has a warning on it right here. Caution, hazard of electrocution. Heatsink is live. Yay! Very tight space. I've just got a tiny corner. This is a bookshelf unit that's been cut in half. No, we're not cut in half, but built in 2 halves. Alright, here's the shop. It's coming along. Half. Oh, even the garage is retro. Here like this. Sure. Finally, we will reconnect the keyboard for a quick test. See if there's any magic smoke. awesome. It powers up, and we get a boot screen. Unfortunately, there's a disk error, which I suspect is caused by the drive since I don't hear the head moving. As soon as I can get the parts and space needed, I will do part 2, replace the caps, and do a full restoration of this classic portable computer. I hope you liked this video. Here's another one you might like.